I took it off. I took it off. Okay. Side note, Tyra,
Yes.
I think we'll have to save up money and get StreamYard because Talk Studio is going downhill fast. It deleted this logo on.
Oh my God. Hang on. I got to
Go
see what
check
just
that
happened.
out. I will buy time while you do that. Make sure you take your headphones off. There you go. I won't.
Okay.
You that. Oh yeah, wood chairs don't slide very well. Well, I'll tell everybody else while we're getting warmed up for Tyra to come back. Uh, so Talk Studio is falling apart. Let me hit record over here, and everything's good. Yep, we're good there. Cool. So last Tuesday we did Be Awesome together, and it was fine. Right, logos where it's supposed to be. Everything was fine. Thursday I go to do Wise and Nerdy, and switch over to the WNN stream, right? Not stream, but style or whatever design. And it's supposed to have our logo in our brick background, and it had the same purple background as Wise and as Be Awesome Together, and it had the Be Awesome Together logo on it. It was duplicated. Like Talk to just said, you forget you, Wise and Nerdy. We're gonna make you Be Awesome Together. Hey, Devo. Uh, Tara had a dog break something, so we're just buying some time right now till she comes up. So I'm telling a quick story about how Talk Studio is messing us up, which Devo actually heard part of this on uh, uh, Wise and Nerdy Thursday. So tonight I get in and it deleted the background and the logo again from Wise and Nerdy. So I put it back, and then I go and look at Be Awesome Together. That logo is it's not deleted. It's like it's just broken, like it doesn't exist anymore. And I went in and took off that video intro that starts because it accidentally got set as an intro a while back, and it's back now. And honestly, you know what? Sometimes you get what you pay for, and I am not super stoked about live stream and its tools because I guess when you're doing what they do best, you're doing the gaming and the broadcasting from the Windows desktop and all the overlays are there for gaming. They probably do that great. This, you don't delete my crap. I can't stand that. And I put it back and it deleted again. And so now, we just hit start on the thing. Again, sorry everybody, we're waiting Tyra literally as we went live, um there was a big crash, presumably her dog got into something, and she's running to check on it, which of course she should. So and see, it's got it remove intro there.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Everything's fine. She's fine. I had pulled some pans out of the oven and had put them on the counter, and where she jumped, she knocked all the pans, including two cast iron pans. She's fine. All the things are fine, but she's scared the living daylights out of me.
You know the one thing you haven't said?
What?
You're fine. Are you fine?
No.
So the cat doesn't care. The pans don't care, but Tyra's like, oh, I care so much.
Well, she scared me. I was afraid she's only 7 pounds and she's really small, and she's okay. And I
Cats
look.
are always okay. I have literally never saw a story online where a cat got killed by knocking over a cast iron pan.
Well,
Now, I've read plenty of stories where cats have killed their owners by doing dumb things, but not themselves.
well, she's fine. Mommy will be fine in a minute. And she let me pick her up. She's not a pickup cat, so
Uh,
she let me pick her up, and she's fine. Whew. Okay,
so
good times.
I have.
So what happened while I was gone?
I'll refill you in on the end, but I talked about why we're gonna end up moving off of Talk
Yeah.
Studio because it's just deleting our stuff. Is the short answer.
Well, and it's hilarious because like I put that on there one week, and poor Charles has
Oh,
not been
I
able to get
took
rid
it
of it.
off on Thursday. No, I absolutely took it off on Thursday, and then they went and deleted all of our stuff again, like our Logan here. I'll tell you after. I'll tell you after.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway,
Here we go.
I'm up for renewal on StreamYard, so let me see if I can talk them down in price, and if can, we'll just use that.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
So,
Right.
Anyway, hi, Devo Site.
You wanna
Good
hear
to
some
see
fun
you.
music?
My heart rate might come down in a few minutes. Good to see you.
Hey, Tyra,
What?
you wanna hear some fun music? We're doing a show. Ready?
Oh, okay.
Here's your favorite part. Here's your favorite part.
Yay! Oh, music.
Are you tired of creating alone? Or so are we. And we're also tired of shopping alone. So come with us to find your great creator gifts. Let's go be awesome together.
Lots of enthusiasm.
Give a little extra music right there to calm the nerves.
Oof.
Calm the nerves.
Princess Leia lives on. Okay.
Breathe in and understand that cause is here, so nothing bad can happen. We're all good when cause is here.
That's true.
All righty. Hey, everybody.
I need alcohol. That's what I need right now. I need a drink.
I'm all set tonight.
I
I just felt the force in the universe shifting and said, I'm gonna need a drink tonight.
Yeah, I need a drink. Hi, Earth
Oh.
Station Boo. You missed the calamity.
Hey, Earth Station Boo. So you asked about my hand, and then cause said I was holding the Bible and got struck down. So no, okay. My buddy Hugh comes in, fellow. He helped me get started in creating, and uh, he's just been a long time friend. He's a staple of the digital media track. Basically, if you see a tall, skinny, white, bald guy with all black on, like a black t-shirt and jeans, sometimes even a black hat, that's Hugh. Yeah,
Oh, I know who you is.
yeah. You've met him once or twice.
Yeah, he comes by the track and does stuff.
Yeah. He'll be there for setup and for teardown, and then he'll
Okay.
bring me a sandwich and disappear. That's about it.
Hey, that's a good bud.
Yeah, it really is. So he comes to hang out other than Dragon Con. So he was here a couple weeks ago. We went to Savannah because he likes crazy, scary crap. And so we're going to go to the Creepy Doll Museum. So we're at the hotel the night before. And he brought this Choose Your Own Adventure dice book. And it was really cool. And it has inspired me to do some stuff with Wise and Nerdy. But we got really drunk. And apparently I held the book in my hand, as you do. And it's the size of a small novel, right? And I'm holding it, and apparently I held it for so long that when I went to set it down, I let go, my thumb hurt instantly. I was like, oh no. And it's been fine, but I need to isolate it so I don't use it as much, so it'll heal up. It's basically I strained it, but that's neither here nor there.
That is like the geekiest way to hurt yourself.
It kind of is, right? We were playing
I just want to say,
dice-based kind of choose adventure role-playing type of game, and yeah.
And here we are.
So what are we doing tonight, Tyra?
Trying not to have a panic attack over my cat. No. Tonight, we're wishing that we had some whiskey, but we are going to be talking, and we could include some whiskey actually, and gifts for creators, as well as kind of pointing out some creators that we love that you could support, but also letting you know how you can support your favorite creators. So that's what's on the docket tonight. And I'm pretty much winging it.
Do you know what? Shelf watch is going to change to bar watch. That is 10 feet to your left. Go get your favorite bottle.
Right, Charles. Right.
Oh, you sit with the window. You sit with the window to your back. Yeah, sorry. I forget. You're right. It's to your right. So go get you, or you better take your husband. I need a nice drink, sir, and he will serve it to you on a platter.
I'm sure he would, but I'm right now just grateful he was not inside where he could hear that when it happened, because he would have flipped worse than I did.
Now, if you're watching, you wouldn't have liked it if I was there. I'm like, you stupid cat, and just sat there and laughed at it.
I know you would have, and I would maybe have hit you.
I do everything I can to not offend you, Tyra.
I understand. There is no shelf. I am still in the dining room. I was really, really, really sick, and I feel much better. I'm kind of at like 90%, so that's really good. I've had every day this week I've had energy and not crashed out, so I feel really good about that. But we are probably gonna. I'm hoping Thanksgiving week I might get a shelf. But I can tell you what shelves are being built, and those are ones for our shed. So right before the cold wave hit Atlanta, my husband took everything out of the shed and built shelves to make everything much better. And so now we're going through everything before we put it back in the shed by this weekend because we're going to. Where are we going this weekend, Charles?
Conjuration.
Good times. I'm glad he remembered. So,
Yeah, I have
yeah,
to. I always want to call it something else first, and then I want to call it Stellar Fest, which is secondary. The Stellar Fest
right.
bounced off of Conjuration. It's the same people in the spring. So yeah, I have to go down the list in my brain to get to the right name.
Yeah.
I'm
So
very
it'll be a
excited.
kind.
It'll be good.
I'm excited too. We're going to be there. And yes. So, Diva Site Shelf Watch continues.
So I will be looking. If you're watching live, I'll be looking at my phone a lot tonight because that's where all my gift list ideas are. But
Oh, that's
also
good.
this wonderful whiskey. Yeah, I
Mm.
believe. Now the bottle. So a friend of mine a while back. Okay, that's Dr. Pepper cans. I'm knocking over. I promise. They sent me a gift pack like that homemade gift pack with all these self-made bottles with about a finger and a half to two fingers of different whiskeys. They
Oh,
kind enough to label them, and this says 5A, and I don't know if I didn't screenshot the whole list like I was supposed to because I have a 5. I don't have a 5A, so I might be missing something in my photos. But this might be a Knob Creek 12-year 100 proof bourbon.
nice.
So, but yeah, I like it. It's tasty. Anyway, so sometimes the best gift for creators is just finding something they like. Like I love coffee, cigars, and the brown. I like all the browns. I like Dr. Pepper. I like all the whiskeys, scotches, and bourbons, and I like cigars, and I like coffee. So, uh,
So just get him any of those things and he's really good. Uh,
uh, you're not wrong.
so I am going to, now that we're talking about like liquor
Maybe.
carriers and liquor, there's something called Aged and Ore, and it is amazing. I got Shane some last Christmas season for him to use, and I'm gonna drop a link for Charles to post because I can't. Um,
We got to get you
I
logged in
know.
as the co-host, and then you could post links too. But yes,
I try, and I don't know. It hates me. That's what we're gonna say. But this
okay.
is aged in ore. They have a traveling humidor. They have a liquor carrier. They have that little kind of sample bottle that you have. They have a collection of those. So if you don't want to take like your full bottle of good stuff with you, you can just put them in there. We love them. They have beautiful glasses and the carrying case for a glass. So if you're looking for products that embrace the um, liquor
Oh,
love, hit the top button on the right hand side. There's a little X.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I
So
got
there's
all.
the traveling humidor.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You can get 4 good cigars in there. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's not bad at all. And then
Oh, Pappy. I've not had Pappy. I've heard Pappy. Old Moss, right? I think is the rest of that, something like that. I heard it's really good.
oh yeah, Pappy's good. Shane likes it. He likes kind of peaty stuff. That raise the bar is actually an entire like liquor cabinet thing that you kind of take with you. My husband has a smaller version of that.
Oh wow, that's 8
Yeah, he
bottles.
yeah, Shane's holds 4, which is plenty.
Gotcha.
But
And we're gonna give you some costs with some of this. 100 bucks. It's less than $100. You get an 8 bottle caddy.
yeah. And you can catch sales on Black Friday and during the season. But the 4 pack is really nice. The other thing I like is they have one with a glass that's in a carrying case. If you keep
Let's do.
so
Is
right there
mom
on the
playing
left
it?
hand side, you can see right below Pappy. There we go. So
Oh
over there, there's that orange cup.
yeah,
It's a
got it.
carrier for your glass and one
Eight.
thing of liquor.
Okay.
So like if you're going overnight for someplace, it's just really spiffy. He's loved his.
I like this
So
bottle flight where it looks like it's 4 shots.
yep.
Yep. Little samples. That is cool.
So
I
I
can
mean,
see traveling with a full bottle sometimes is just not fun. For the
no.
wine lovers, there's a decanter. Actually, not wine. Yeah, wine decants and so does whiskey, right? So
Yeah, you can decant either. Hey, baby
yeah.
girl.
So
So
that's a pretty cool overall idea if somebody likes cigars or if they like alcohol.
So like Diva Site said pocket moonshine bottles and Earth Station Boo said old fashioned on the go. Absolutely. I
Oh yeah.
mean,
And I do like moonshine. That's the only transparent, clear liquid. I like water, but water and moonshine are my two go tos.
I like some moonshine too, like salted caramel.
Okay, what is your favorite? As we devolve into alcohol talk, what is your favorite brand of moonshine?
Mm, probably Old Smoky, but it's the one I've had the most of.
I've had the most of Old Smoky, but there's Sugarland I like better.
Sugarland is good too. Absolutely.
Actually, I enjoy their flavors better. They've
Oh,
been out at the
okay.
Beer Bourbon and Barbecue Festival a few times.
I will
Uh,
tell you what I don't like,
mhm.
surprisingly, is I do not like peanut butter. Like screw I think it's screwball. Do not like peanut butter liquor. Don't know why. You would think I would, but I don't.
No, I got you. So
So
that's very cool. We'll show as much as we can on on the screen this evening. Um, so on your shelf, before we kind of jumped in,
oh,
and we
I
talked
would
about alcohol and stuff. What's going on? Not necessarily with your shelf, but your proverbial
my
shelf in your life.
proverbial shelf. We are closing in on after this week. There's only 3 weeks left of classes, so that's kind of crazy. There's next week, then it's Thanksgiving, and I have a week after that, and then it's final. So, the insanity of grading has begun. I did get some good news today. I got invited back to the honors program officially for another year, so I'm super excited about that. I've enjoyed that experience. And the other thing that's kind of on my shelf is that we are trying to just get the house chaos under control. It's
Right
a good,
before the world chaos kicks in of the holidays.
well, I have to get the chaos
Yeah,
clean
yeah, yeah.
so that so I can put up all the Christmas,
You're right. No, I got you.
you know. So, and if I
Timetables can
do,
help.
yeah, and if I can do that, I think we're at the point now where we're very close to being where we can um, handle everything. Like once we get it all kind of put together and where everything's supposed to go and finish off the last fiddly bits, I think we're going to really have a space that we can maintain, and that will make it more better for me and my ADHD, and just bring some peace. I think my goal over the next probably year is I just want to find peace.
And that's a great goal to have. I'm not a huge decorator, fan of decorating for the holidays. I do enjoy when somebody does it right and does it well. Um, I think no, this is no negatives. I do think Shane and Tyra really love Christmas, and
We
they
do.
go all out. And I'm like, that's a lot of Christmas, but you love it. So I'm not negative on you. I'm
We
just saying,
do.
for
We
me,
do.
that's a lot of Christmas. Um, I
Wait till
think
you see the outside this year.
that'll be nifty. That'll be interesting. I've always said, like Aaron used to make me, well, not make me, but she would ask me, and I'm like, fine, I'll do it for you. To put some string lights up, and that's my thing. Is I go all out. I don't want to have anything, do anything. So as much as I could, it was never right for me, but I got to where I was happy enough with it, and she loved it. But I haven't told her this, but I'm thinking once all the kids move out, I'm just gonna put a projector up in the main area that we stay in all the time and just run through slides of all the pictures of the decorations and their Christmas trees and the kids opening presents. And that's our
Aw.
entire Christmas decorating once they're out. Just throw a projector on the wall and let it run with the slideshow on it. Uh,
As somebody who owns 100 Santas, no.
yeah, but that is not us. Aaron doesn't even own one Santa, so it's just different.
Oh, yeah. No, we have about 100 Santas. We have 2 Christmas trees. We have outdoor decorations. We go all in.
And you could even do more. I mean, not that you should, but I mean, when you say all in, you don't really, because you could hire one of those Santa elf things where they come and decorate your house
We
and
do
do
not
the
have that
whole
much money.
trimming. I know it's a lot, right? I'm just saying there's always more that can be done.
But I will tell you, one day we will have permanent lights on the house that we
See,
can
I think
change for the
that's a
holidays.
cool idea. That I don't like setting it up, but when you're talking about that permanent thing where you can pull them down and whichever version you're
They
talking
just
about,
stay up, and
yeah.
then you can
There's ones
change.
that I loved because they hide when it's not Christmas season. So during Christmas, you bring them down, like they stay there, but you don't see them.
Right.
until you bring them down. And I like that idea, but you know, you could do other colors. It doesn't have to be
Oh,
Christmas, and
we would. It would be
you'd light it
pink
up all
for.
the time.
Oh, we would. We would be blue for
Yeah.
New Year's, pink for Valentine's, green for St. Patty's Day. Oh yes. So,
Why
but
blue for New
Diva.
Year's?
So Diva said, "Oh, Tyra, my wife is the same. But are you the same as my husband?
Or are you the same as me, Devo? Like, let's
Right?
just go
Like,
smoke a
where do
cigar,
you
drink a
fall?
scotch, and let them do it. So that's a great question. Where do you fall? But why blue for New Year's?
Because I always remember like blue skies with the fireworks going off.
Okay. All right.
But we could do blue for
I didn't know if
Hanukkah.
there's like a tradition I missed or something.
I didn't know, like I have Jewish friends as I got older who said, "Yeah, we were always confused by the blue candles in the Christian houses because the blue candles are Hanukkah and we always had blue lights in our candles. I don't know why. Anyway,
Hmm.
little, you
I
know.
remember little fake candles. Anyway, we'll talk about that more as we get to the holidays.
Yeah, we'll get to the holidays. There'll be a holiday episode. We'll bring
Tonight,
holiday cheer and I'll bring a drink.
tonight we are talking about
Oh no, no, no. What's on your shelf?
more Scott. Um, honestly, the ups and downs of life right now are kind of crazy, but it's enough. It's enough to make me have to remind myself that I'm doing what I love and that we are making money and that we're paying the bills each month. And like Monday, I just kind of had this moment of let me go look for jobs. Let me just see what's
Right.
out there, see different ideas. I'm willing to take a part-time gig, 3 days a week, possibly. And I don't know what really set that feeling off, but it hit. And I did ask for a job I'd really, really want. And I won't talk about that because it may or may not happen. If it does, of course, I'll share it here. But and it prompted me that. And maybe in the Patreon part, I'll talk about it.
Okay.
I did look up some stuff and I had to remind myself why would I subject myself to that? If I really need to go make more money, all I need to do is get my butt out of my bed because I was in my bed yesterday afternoon. Whatever. I was just chilling in my bed looking at this stuff and going, I could just get up, go get in my car and drive. I could drive for 12 hours and make enough money, and that's on me. I get to control that. Right. So why would I look at my freedom? It was a moment. It was fine.
Well,
Uh,
I think there's a difference because you can get up and go drive, but that's a lot of work and it's not consistent. Like you can have good days and bad days with that.
Mhm.
And so I think sometimes I personally like consistency. So
I think
I
most
would need
people
that.
do.
I
According
would
to
like that.
sorry.
Yeah. I just like a base of consistency. So, which is why I will never be a salesperson.
No.
Yep.
Technically, I kind of am, but it's not my main gig. But anyway, I will say you're talking about that book that hurt my thumb. I've been inspired lately to start creating more things, but I'm so frustrated with the process because I have to start from zero. Like the drum kit I have, I got an electronic drum kit for my birthday, and it's fine. Like I can still play, but it's very. I'm not starting over with it,
Right.
but it's still very basic beats. I have to relearn some of the techniques I had learned before, retrain my ear to hear the differences in songs, to then find my place in it and those kind of things. That's been fun. As Devo actually, no, Devo did experience, 'cause I know he's already messaged about hearing the Patreon version. I started mixing some music, and we're going to talk about that in the gifts because I found some cool software and hardware. I didn't buy the hardware, but the software, I got the free versions of it. We're going to talk about that on the gift guide tonight because it's really cool. But learning that and knowing I want to get to way up here, but having to start way down here, and I'm
Yeah.
always tired. When I'm tired, I don't want to learn things. It's been a little frustrating, but it's exciting to know that okay, I'm just getting past the learning stage, and I am
Good.
finding the videos to get me there and do those things that hopefully my goal is to get back to where I was. Man, I can't even tell you how many years ago. I was like, you know what? I have a whole afternoon of not needing to do anything. I'm gonna come in my studio. I'm gonna create
Right.
and just get in the mode and get in the vibe. And at the end of it, going, it's not where I wanted it to be, but I feel really good about that progress. I haven't gotten where I feel good. I'm on training wheels on a bicycle. I'm still falling off the bicycle, so that's kind of where I feel like I am. And honestly, Devo, any of the stuff I put on Patreon, I would love to hear your feedback. I know it's raw, I
Absolutely.
know it's new, and I know it's getting there, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's what's on my list is I talked to you today about a book idea that
Yeah.
is out there. I have another different kind of game idea that I was inspired by, and then of course the universe is pushing me towards the music because we've had 2 episodes of Wise and Nerdy taken off of Spotify because we played copyrighted music. Both
Oh yeah.
examples, my response back to it was because they're like, okay, show us a license. And I had to go screenshot the pages where it says this music is made for royalty free Creative Commons. Da, da, da. There's no license to get, but some algorithm tripped.
Right.
I'm like, well, if I write our own music for the show, we won't have that happen.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's why Scott Moore did mine.
yeah, you know,
So I know where it comes from. I can, and I think that's unfortunately because of algorithms and that they trigger when they shouldn't trigger. You just have to be prepared for that. And besides, support your local creators, support your local musicians, support your local artist. Uh, Not AI. That's all I'm
yeah.
gonna say.
And none of this is AI. Like as soon as I started
Good.
searching videos, the ads on the videos I'm watching to learn, right? I'm learning from the videos, but the ads on the videos are like, oh my God. And I hate it so much because it's like, oh chat, look at this. And they're making 2 guys are making beats, but they're selling an AI beat maker that's
Yeah.
supposed to analyze what you've already done. And here's a clip, and here suggest this and that. And oh, it's fire. It's like, no, I want to
No.
really learn how to make this stuff.
No. If I
But
if I have to do that, give me GarageBand back in the day and we're off. Just saying.
oh man. So you talk about supporting your local creators. One of my real notes, because I know there's people going to feel the same way I do, is value for value. And I don't ever want to say, well, do it for exposure. I have actually, because people have said they wanted to work with me, I've said, okay, here's in writing. If I make money on this, you get X amount of money because I have nothing to give you right now, but I want to give you
Right.
something. And I will always give them favors. Like if they're like, hey, could you build this website? Yeah, absolutely. I'll do that for you. Um, type of deal. But also be willing to pay people, in one way or another. I don't know literally how you and Scott worked it out, but I know Scott well enough. I'm like, look, you
I
come
paid
over,
Scott.
you come over once, good for you. But you could also, Scott's kind of a starving college kid artist almost sometimes, right? You can be like, hey, you come over twice a week for a month and we're gonna feed you. That will pay for some of this work, right? Um,
Well, and part of the reason I paid him was I wanted to honor him as a creator. And by
bingo.
doing that, it means I need to pay you. So, like, Scott would edit my stuff, but I would want to pay him. So, I can't pay him right now. So, he's not editing my stuff. Even if he said, oh, I'll do it, I would still say no because he gets paid to edit. He's got paying jobs, editing
Yeah.
shows, doing post production work. And I don't want to diminish that. But one thing you can do if you have a creator and you can't hire them, you can write a review. You can share their content. You can like engage and share their stuff on social media. Save their stuff because in the saving, that's actually a big engagement push. Share it to your stories, comment on it. Those are the ways that if you don't have, because we're all tight right now. Let's just be honest. It's there's a there's a lot of money drains out there, shall we say? And so if you don't have the money, do the things that can help them find the people that will be able to help them. So reviews, do the
Totally.
engagement on social media, and share their stuff.
So jumping into the gift guide, here are some of my personal guidelines I just want to put out there. What makes this different than any other gift guide show you're going to see for the most part on social media this giving season is none of this stuff is linked in bio. None of this stuff we don't even have a 20% off coupon. We get
We have
nothing.
zero affiliate links.
Right. So this is what we love. But at some point, we will have something that you can spend money on. And that's where I want to start. You talk about supporting your creator and your family and your gift giving and supporting other creators. Find something they're into and buy them a way to learn more about it. Like in
Yes.
theory, in the future, Be Awesome Together will
Oh,
be a place that teaches creators, and you could buy them a subscription to what we do. For me, honestly, I wouldn't even know where to start. And definitely, if I don't know where to start in this world, I know my wife doesn't, but I would absolutely love an hour or two of time with somebody who creates beats just to walk me through the rudimentals of, okay, do this, check this, and help me get some mindsets down so then I can just build on that. That kind of training. What kind of fun training could somebody get you, Tyra?
I was actually just looking for it. There's somebody who I really, really want to take a class in because, as I think I've said on here before, I want to learn how to. Uh, there she is, Andrea Nelson Art. She's actually from Georgia. She's from the area around where I live, and she does the best videos on how to. Um, Create watercolors in ways that I can understand. Because, I think I've talked about here that um, I have always felt like I wasn't creative and I wasn't an artist because
Yeah, talked
my,
about it. Yeah.
yeah, my art teacher told me I wasn't. So, what instead was, and I'm dropping her thing here, but as I got older, I realized that yes, I am a creative, and I've watched her so much that she she's inspired me to the fact that I actually think I can do this. And so here she is. And first off, she has a cat as her logo. People, we know Tara is going to love that. So I've actually got on my Christmas wish list one of her watercolor sets, and then also her watercolor classes. So because that's really my goal of the next year is to try to do something that I'm not
Yeah.
trying to sell, that I'm not not trying to write a book that I need to market. Just something that's for me. And so that's a class, and that's a set of stuff that I'm sharing with my hubby and my family that I would love to do.
And that's awesome. Because it supports another creator, which is
Right.
always awesome in our community. Uh, Not for nothing, you can buy them a ticket to Dragon Con. A pass, yeah, well, it's ticket pass. It's all the same now. We used to not be able to say ticket. That's why I caught myself, but we can't say it now.
It's a membership, I think.
It was a membership, and now you can say
You can't say,
they've lessened up. You can say ticket, you can say
okay,
pass. It's all the same. It's still officially called a membership, but they're not nixing. They're not
gotcha.
afraid of confusion anymore. It's been there long enough.
Well, and some of that is legalities.
Sure. So maybe ticket's not the right word.
So who knows? But you can get them into Dragon Con.
Yes, and honestly, that's a great gift for any geek in your life.
Yeah.
It's and unfortunately it's expensive. Not for the one day, or well, not for the one pass because it's very affordable for a 5 day
Oh my gosh,
massive
it's
24-hour
it's
conference. But you need two because you need to share somebody. They need to share the experience with somebody when you go. So
it's true. It's true. You need to, but drag that friend with you. It is literally like I go to a lot of cons, and it is the best deal. Period. Hands down, no argument. You will not find a better deal for a con than Dragon Con. Even when it's full price. Like not even talking when it's the cheapest it is. Even when it's like full price, it's still a deal.
I want to say
That
full price is just over $200, and
it's
for it's
right
five
at two.
days. Yeah, it's Thursday night starting at 5 p.m. Friday, and it does not stop until Monday afternoon at like 2. Well, I think the final closing ceremony is like 3:30 or
Right.
4, somewhere in there on Monday. So, and it's literally 24 hours. There's something you can do. So, I mean, $200 for 5 days is insanely good for your
Yeah.
getting.
And our Earth Station booth says drag them to volunteer with you.
That is that too.
You can do that. But if like dragon and is not their thing, maybe they're a writer. There is tons of writers conferences and tons of writing classes that they might be interested in. So that can always
Hmm.
be a great way to support them in their endeavor. Um, like my husband, he got a forge a couple years ago, and one day it's going to be set outside of my house, and he's going to be forging, and I'm probably going to send him to a class.
Yeah, that's a great bottom line for any creator is just an education. You know what? We talked about the browns and the scotch, the coffees, whatever. I wouldn't mind going to an educational class of how to
Hmm.
appreciate scotch more.
Oh yeah.
I've gone to a couple free ones, like either online or at the Beer Bourbon and Barbecue Festival. They have
Yeah.
a tent where they do some of that. Um, it's just a fun experience to do this thing. So just because you're creating a book or a podcast doesn't mean that's your only interest. But
Right.
we are going to get into those things right now. So Tyra, do you have one you
Yes.
want to talk about? Or you said, here's
Mm,
our plan for tonight. Tyra's plan was like, hey, I was going to ask you what's good for this. I'm like, well, crap. That was what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you what did Shane say?
like no.
That's fun.
Actually, I do. I'm going to be a little selfish and start off with the thing that I have been meaning to buy for several years. I had one that got passed down to me, which does not work. I need a gimbal.
Yes, you did ask me to help you find one of
And
those.
so that has been like, because I know if I put it on my list and it's not out of this world, probably one of my sisters might get it for me. So, Charles, what do you recommend that I put on my wish list? And can I just say that wish list is awesome and that, a basketball hoop in the front yard is a great idea.
Why would you? What, I just don't picture either
It's a
one of you using a basketball goal in your
we
yard.
we won't. It's a Taylor Swift reference.
Oh,
She has a song on Showgirl
every
that's called Wish List, where she wants to have a couple of kids make the whole block looking like you, meaning Travis Kelsey, and uh, a hoop in the front yard.
all right. So
So I
any
was stalling for him,
oh,
and putting in my
you're
Taylor
just
reference for the
confusing
night.
me. That's all. The basically any just about any camera stand will work for a gimbal because you said you wanted a gimbal that's also a stand.
Yeah.
I've got one that's a short one that I think is really good. I've gotten to put my hands on it. Uh, okay, people, this is
So how
just
short is short?
mm, about
Because
yeah,
I
uh, enough to hold it. You can hold it in your hand, put your thumb up for controls, and then it goes a little bit up from there. And the stand part is just legs that come out and let it sit on the table. So
okay,
think table height. It'd probably be at your eye level with the,
okay. So
you
it's
know.
so this is awesome if I have long arms.
Um, no, you don't. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
I don't think. Let me make sure I share this page, this tab rather, and then let's pop this up. Okay, so the DJI is actually very well known for their gimbals, and honestly, I don't because it's your phone, right? If you're going to do a selfie, you're going to hold it at arm's length anyway, more or less,
hmm.
and you're going to get what you want out of it. So what the gimbal does, at least this one, it will follow where you are
Yes, that's
and it
what I
will
want.
adjust. And you can actually, as you can see here, you want to say short. That's the legs on it, but
Okay,
underneath it, it has. I don't think there's a picture that shows underneath it. No, because nobody. Oh wait, there we go. Nope, that's a tripod. The yes. Oh come on, click on that. Well, it's not letting me get. I can't get close enough, but I can see there's a little screw there, and that screw will go on the top of. Well, it's a screw hole. Okay, to be
so it can
specific,
go on top of
it'll go on top of
a
any
bigger
camera
tripod.
kit. Yep. Um, and it'll go either way. So yeah, you do selfies, but I also worked with my friend who had it, and he's not actually let me play with it. He was like, "Hey, help me figure this out." And
Right, that's
so
where I'll be.
was able to through their software flip the camera around, and then we did a walk and talk where he's the one walking and talking, and I'm the cameraman, and it adjusted because it locked on his face, so I could walk forward and it would turn. I could slow down and it'd catch him, and it did all the movements and stuff. And we even sat it on a table and had him like lecture and walk back and forth, and it followed. So it does everything
See,
that you
that's
wanted.
yeah, that's what I want.
This particular one comes with a little light on it, which could be helpful as
Ooh,
well.
nice. I
Although I
like
don't know
that.
how much you need that now with today's phones. Well, the newest phones, iPhone 15 and higher, Samsung 23, Galaxy 23 and higher. Um, because it's so annoying. I mean, it's great when you're doing most things, like how much it adjusts for darkness and it
Yeah.
really looks good. Except when I was trying to take a picture of the blackout curtains at the hotel that Hugh and I were at to show my wife how dark the room was at 10 a.m. And the stupid phone would not let me show how dark it was in the room. It kept lighting it up with all the stuff that the phones do now. Is crazy. So that's one gimbal. And that's the one that comes highly recommended. It's a good price, $129. These things are not cheap. It's normally 150. Again, we're doing this now so that you guys can watch. Oh, I hit stop sharing. I didn't mean to hit stop sharing. Crap. I got to reshare.
I had to
Uh,
hide a plastic bag from the cat.
but we're doing this now so that you can watch for Black Friday deals or anything else like that. There are others that are fine. So this one was the DJI Osmo Mobile 7P, right? And it is the best seller, which is fine. They do have, are they gonna show it to me? That okay, look at this. This is the real expensive one with a DSLR. So they
Oh yeah,
even does it
no.
with a DSLR camera. There is you do some shopping. There are there we go. Here's one that's $65 by DJI. DJI is a company that basically made um, drones
Oh,
popular in the US.
okay.
And with all that technology, they also worked out. I think they were some of the first gimbals that became popular in the US as well. It's a very good company. So here's one for 65. It does a lot of the same things. Do your comparisons, but you can find something. Other than that, here's the number one thing I recommend. If you like something, go to YouTube and watch a video on it.
Yeah, for sure.
DJI's there, but oh, look at this one. It's Zhiyun. I have nothing against the Chinese products. Chinese products can be really good. But what I
Well,
would
where's
do, Mhm.
where's DGI made?
Okay, I don't know. When I say Chinese
Okay.
products, I mean like this, like the Hoem with all this stuff, but it's way cheap.
Right,
So
right. Don't
I
trust.
some of that stuff can be okay, but I would say Hohem iSteady X3
And go
SE,
big.
versus DJI Osmo Mobile SE, and watch some reviews or read some
Right.
reviews so you get some good comparisons.
Yeah, I did that when I bought my I have an Apple Studio monitor and I can't even tell you how many videos. So,
Yeah.
I will say that Kaz dropped into our private chat
Mm,
something called Giffle, giffle.com, and this looks amazing. My husband will love this because we've been talking that in the past we've always shared our Amazon wish list, but there's so many things that we want that are not on Amazon because they're either from independent. We're trying to buy more
okay.
independent, small brand, small company products, and so you can create a wish list with this from any website and share with anyone.
I was gonna walk through
So
it, but I didn't want to sign up right now.
yeah,
I
no,
like
let's.
this.
But I
Amazon
like the
kind
idea
of
of it.
does it, but it's
It's not as
not
easy.
the same. It is not
Yeah,
as easy, and it's not the same. I love this. I've been waiting for something like this for a very long time.
yeah. So
Um,
I'm
every
gonna
couple of
definitely
years, I
download
look
that.
for something like this. So thank you, Cos. This is
Yeah,
really awesome. I'm going to use that
down.
for sure.
Yeah, because like I can put the art class that I wanted on there super
Mhm.
super easy.
Uh,
Oh, Earth Station Boo says I have one with Throne. Is that for a gift giving guy, like your gift list? And we have no idea what the difference is because we haven't tried that one before.
uh,
So hopefully she'll let us
it's a
know so
wish
we.
list. So
Okay,
don't know. You have to go look
we
it
have
up.
no.
We'll look it up, but we'll forget to come back and tell you. So, uh,
We'll try to remember.
uh,
So
but
Throne is another one. That's
I'm
good to know.
gonna look it up right now just to look at it as well.
He's on it because we have found that.
I'm on the throne.
I hope not, because that would just be wrong.
It depends on for you, it's probably any version of throne.
Ooh, the wish list for creators.
Create your privacy first wish list and let your fans support you by sending gifts without sharing personal information.
So this would make a lot of sense if you had a good following and you wanted them to like
Ooh,
send
this
you.
is a good one. Stream Deck is always good.
Yes,
Uh, okay, yeah, cool. I will look at this as well, compare the two,
that
maybe
would be
do
really
a
good
video.
for Wise and Nerdy.
Yeah. And maybe I'll give you a TikTok review. Are you on TikTok or Station Boo? I need to find out. Because if you are, follow me. I did a great caffeination today. It was aimed at my wife, but that's neither here nor there. Uh,
You've had some good ones lately. I caught up last night.
yeah, I saw. I love this. Like 20,000. Not really. I really would love 20,000 notifications, but my notification. I'm picking up a little bit of steam,
Yeah.
And by a little bit of steam, I mean kind of topping a Georgia hill and just coasting and keeping it at 70. Uh,
Uh,
but yeah, I've noticed there's a lot of notification when in Tyra's caught up. She like this video, like that video, like that video, and I appreciate it. It's great. All right. I've got a few things, but I'm letting you kind of guide where you want to go with it. What other questions do you have? What other gift ideas or whatever areas?
so I had something a moment ago and it left my brain. Oh, I do have a question. My husband needs a webcam. So, what's a good like basic webcam that you could use for if you needed to use it for streaming or you could use it for like work from home?
They even make the one I like anymore. Let's see. That
Oh
was the
no. So like I've always used a Logitech if I've used
yeah,
one. And
yeah.
truthfully, you guys, I use the camera that's on my when I'm upstairs in the office, I'm using my Mac Studio because it's got a better camera than my Logitech. And this is actually the one from
They
my
do.
Apple Pro and it's pretty good.
So my webcam personally right now is my Mac. It's a M1 chip. It's one of the first MacBook Pros they made. Um, and the camera is just the best out of everything I do.
Yeah.
So I will always use that unless I need to turn the camera around. I have a couple of these around. Let me share this tab here
Awesome.
and show on
Because I've
screen.
used a Brio Logitech, it's what I've used.
Brio's okay. I'm not a huge fan of Brio. I am a huge fan of the C920X. Now
Okay.
it's only 1080p. Now your husband is not trying to make videos like we're making with lighting adjustments and everything else. Like
No,
I
he
put,
just,
Mhm.
yeah, he just wants it in a better position than where he is currently.
Yeah, look at that. It's regular price $69. You
That's
know,
not bad.
that one is it's the Nokia phone of webcams. I've thrown them in my backpack and they work. They never get
Right.
scratched. They really do 1080p, 30 frames per second. It is very clear. It's very nice. Um, for creators, it's a great place to start,
Right. Right.
but you will not make it look like my studio looks right now with that camera. And it's because of how to adjust to light and the blacks, the darkness. So with HD, it's about the oddly enough, it's not about the white level in lighting, it's about the black level and shadows. And so you need a higher end camera to really get those blacks right.
So Bella Rose, hi, welcome to Be Awesome Together. And she says, I actually use two of these myself. They're pretty good.
Love them. I saw that Bella just started following us on Twitch, I think. So very much welcome. Now,
Yes.
for the creator, the Ozbot line, and you need to see which one works for you. Now, you might see this term PTZ. Now,
What the heck
Tyra,
is that?
I want you to take a random guess because I think it'll be fun. There's no ignorance here. I had to learn myself
Okay.
what it meant.
So it's not frames because that's P. So P.
So look at it. I'm not gonna drag this out, but does it look like it can move?
No, I have no idea from that little
Okay.
picture.
It kind of looks like Wally a little bit.
Okay, it does look like Wally.
So it absolutely can move. So PTZ is pan tilt zoom. I learned that
Ooh.
last year when I was looking for cameras for another gig that I was doing that needed something better.
Okay.
And I had to go. I finally went, "What the heck is PTZ?" And went, it's like pan tilt zoom. I was like, "Oh, that's exactly what I want." Now I bought the Zowie Tech one, and it's for a
Okay.
larger product. That's about $400, and
Okay.
it's at this project that I do every Sunday morning, and it did 4K, and that's really I needed that because I needed the colors to be much better than they were, and the benefit was I can make it move around and get what I needed to get for shots.
Right.
The Ozbot here, now this is the Tiny 2, and I'm not sure if this is the one I got for Joe for his birthday. Yes, it's his last purchase. I bought his birthday present on my birthday. Look at that.
Aw.
Um, so if you watch or go to wise and nerdy, wise underscore and underscore nerdy.com or not .com, it's no underscores on the .com, but go to YouTube /wise and nerdy with the underscores. Anytime that camera moves, that's that. And he can set up hand gestures, which he didn't want to do for our show. He has a button that he hits, and it's a dice cam. So not only is it nice on him, when he hits the button, it zooms down to where we roll the dice.
Oh,
You get to see the
nice.
dice roll on the table, and then it zooms back up. Uh,
That's awesome.
yeah, autofocus and all this. Again, they're not super cheap, but they're not super expensive when you're talking about a long-term investment. If you go
Right.
back and watch shows before this camera, I think he had the Logitech one I was talking about before, and just his lights in the background and everything, it just looked washed out. It looked lower quality. 4K does change the game, but you will pay for it
Yeah.
$100 more than the 1080p. But it also
Yeah.
moves and does all this other stuff. That HDR, that's what I was talking about with the darks and the blacks. The HDR really brings that stuff out.
What I will say is one of the reasons I did buy the Apple Studio monitor was that its camera does that. It won't
Yeah,
pan down to
yeah,
the desktop, but it
they
will
built in
follow
some
me.
software stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Um,
And Earth Station Boost said she's currently using my old 2020 SE iPhone, but I've got a Canon EOS R50 mirrorless on my throne list. So yeah, I think that's what a lot of people do is they step up to one of those, um, like the Canon or the Sony is actually really popular, a bunch of those. And also, I just want to say thanks to Earth saying Boo for saying that we're pretty cool. I'm always cool. Charles is a little pretty too.
I'm always pretty. So, um,
I put
yeah,
on makeup tonight for y'all.
I I I played with the mirrorless early on because my wife happened to have one, and this is in the days where I had to get a patch program to make it work, and at the time, it definitely was the best. I'm just a flowing kind of person, so to have the technology basically built in,
Yeah.
that's why I invested in this laptop. At the time, I got somebody. It was actually when I first started running the ambulance company, and we are starting one EMS. And I was like, look, it's time for me to buy a new laptop. I've got about $1,500 that I'm going to spend on a laptop because I buy one every like 10 years or so. So it's an investment for me. It's my workstation. This is the one thing besides my car. My wife's like, yeah, we need to make sure we get you the right computer because one, I will carry it for 10, 15 years until I just can't do what I need to do anymore. And I do everything on this, everything.
Right.
And I talked to my partner at the time. I was like, hey, but if you'll match that 1,500, I can future proof this for a very, very long time. And so this was a $3,000 computer because I was fortunate enough to have somebody match me on it. Otherwise, it would be a lower quality computer that I'd be struggling to replace probably about now because it'd be 6, 7 years in. Um,
Agreed.
so and your monitor is not for beginners either, and it took you a long time
It did.
of working towards it, saving towards it, and using other things before you got it. And it came with a nice camera. The
Oh yeah.
mirrorless are beautiful. I suggest those only if you're going to use it for other things also.
Yeah. And I think that's what our station booth says. She wants something that I can use for all sorts of products and projects, which I think the mirrorless definitely makes that easier.
Like when we do Be Awesome Together live at Dragon Con, come take a lot of great pictures of us. Love
Yeah.
that.
I need pictures when I'm like moderating and on panels and I don't have enough. So anyway.
Same, right? All
Oh,
right.
and that's the other thing you can do. Like for your creators, when you're at their panels supporting them, take pictures of them.
100%. A lot of us
Mhm.
put our ats on our signs up front, but afterwards just come up and go, hey, where can I post these and tag you? What's your Instagram? What's your
Yeah.
whatever? Maybe not Instagram, maybe Facebook or some other, or like, hey,
Both.
what's your email that I can send you a folder? I find it a hard time to download the photos from Instagram. Like somebody
Oh
else
yeah, no,
built their
that's
account.
completely hard.
I want to
So
be able to download them with your permission. I mean, your permission would be coming up and say, hey, I took these photos. How do I get them to you?
right.
Because I would love to be able to use them, not just share them like, hey, this is a great moment. I'd like to possibly be able to use them for a promotion at some point.
So if they have iPhones, do AirDrop while you're together.
Boom, there you go. Especially the newer ones you can touch and they'll just do
You
it. And you
just
don't have
touch
to
and it
give
just
them information.
it's like magic.
Yeah.
And you
And if
feel
you have,
like you're wielding a wand. It's really neat.
yeah. And Android has the same thing for Android. I don't know if there's a
They don't
cross
talk to each
link.
other.
Yeah. So so cameras, start with what you can afford. If you 2020 SC, that is an interesting camera. I was gonna see if I could do this nice little trick. See if it'll do it. No, it's not popping up. I must not have something connected right. But typically, I can just pull this phone as a camera
Right.
right now and use it remotely. and it's really
Right.
cool that way.
And
Um,
that's a good point is make sure that you learn how to use your phone's camera if you have a newer phone. Um, that can really help because there's going to be situations where you don't have fancy pants cameras. So if you know how to adjust the lighting, adjust other things on your pictures and on your phone to get better pictures, then that can at least help you get by. And Earth Station Boo is right. Google Docs can be a great way for somebody to drop you pictures, Dropbox, or you can just text them to somebody.
I've definitely had that. I moderated a panel with I cannot remember her full artist name. She's the Princess Zelda impersonator that does her own music that was on America's Got Talent.
Oh,
And a
okay.
few years after, a year or two after that, she built up enough of a following that she got her own panel at ATL Comic Con, and whoever was in the audience with her took a bunch of great photos and immediately came out and said, "Hey, not being weird, but how would you like me to get these photos?" And at the
Oh, that's
time, it was
nice.
like, "Just text me," and they did. I gave them a number, and they texted me the photos. It was perfect. And that's a little easier to do creator to creator because
Yeah.
it's almost like when once you're on the other side of that wall as a creator, you're more trusted. And
Yeah.
I don't even know what the phone number is. I deleted the phone number now, but and that's what they kind of
Well,
expect you to do is
right. You
either
take
we're
it.
gonna work together or delete it.
Yeah. The McElroy's handler actually sent me stuff,
Yeah, she texted me a few things too. Uh,
which was handy. I really, they were good pictures. So, and
yeah,
they were, I think it was when I had the father on and he had to rush, or no, it was the sons. So she took the pictures really quick, but she made sure we got them.
yeah.
And
So,
I
all right,
appreciate that. I always appreciate that.
what's our next area we want to go to?
Let's talk headphones.
Okay,
Because can I tell you something? I'm upset. Okay. Um, thank God I still had 10 days left to renew. But I have AirPod Pros, not the current version, but the one before it, the ones that you can use for like hearing issues and things. AirPod 2.
R2. Yep,
I think they're on 3 now. They just came out with 3.
it's come out
Haven't
three.
gotten 3, but 3 will be happening after January if I don't get them for Christmas because they're going to be on my list. But one of them has died, and it's the one that I sleep with because I listen to sleep stories from Calm. By the way, a gift of a year of Calm or Headspace or whatever app you like to help with releasing stress and finding peace is always, in my opinion, a great thing. Um, but I'll get to that in a second. But anyway, um, so I renewed my $1.49 Apple Care, and I'll be calling them tomorrow to make an appointment to go get my right one replaced.
Nice.
But I'm always on the look for a great headset because this
Yeah,
one is actually a Bose. It's probably 20 years, 15, 20 years old, and
okay.
it's time to replace it.
Yeah, every once in a while I can hear myself back from the headphones to your microphone, which is never
Hmm.
a great thing for podcasts. It's not horrible. I'm not saying that. Yeah. I use these are make sure I get it right. The AKC K240 Studios, AKG. Let me flip this around. AKG. Oh, there it is. There's the button. Where's it? There it is. 240 Studios. Um, I've had these for years. I have run over with my chair. I've run over the cable a number of times. You can't quite see it on camera, but I've got, yeah, there you go. And it
Yeah.
still works great. And the reason I got these, they were highly rated. I paid $100 at the time. I checked today, $50. Not on
Oh,
sale. Like they're down to like 60 something. They're on sale for 50 or whatever because they're a few years older, but you never hear audio leaking from them. Um, and I got this. That's why I picked these for. They were great sounds, but the fact that if the cable went bad, like because I accidentally roll over it with my chair a couple of times, I could just replace the cable versus having to buy a
oh yeah.
whole new headset. And the cable is fairly inexpensive. And now I can't figure out how to put them back. Where's the notch? I can't hear you, Tyra. So you go ahead and talk.
I have no idea what he said because I pulled the cable on mine to show you, and I didn't realize I wouldn't be able to hear you anymore, Charles. But mine's the same way. I can replace this cable. It's your standard jack. Bella Rose is using, I have currently the Void V2 wireless. They work amazingly being a glasses wearer. Yes, I also wear glasses, and that is important. And super light, and the battery lasts forever. Oh, I would love that. I had the HS80s, and they were amazing. I just wear glasses, and they were a little tight. Yeah, I wear my glasses are really, really tight too. And hers are by Corsair.
Um,
There's all that.
so okay, as you can see, I wear glasses. These are very light. It doesn't mess with my hairstyle, honestly, and it's very adjustable. Cannot recommend them enough. I would buy again. They sound fantastic. Uh, I use them for editing, for recording, for those kind of things. The other ones I recommend just for audio files that
Mm-hmm.
I don't record with, Beats.
I have a pair of
I
Pro
got the
Beats.
Beats Studio 2, I think.
Yep. Yep.
I was fortunate enough that a friend of mine does those. They buy the pallets and they do the resells. And there was a pair of these Beats. They're 250 bucks, but they got returned because somebody broke the plastic on them. She's like, do you want she always calls me to check out the tech and give her a good idea on what to sell them for, this, that, and other. And she's like, do you want them? I said, well, how much you want for them? It's like, well, if they work, I'll do it for 50 bucks. And so I got them from her and turned them on and everything else. And sure enough, it just has duct tape on the ear now because it's literally just the plastic that
Right.
broke. And so I duct taped it and I got Studio Beats for 50 bucks. And
Yeah.
they really, really
Oh,
sound
no.
great.
Yeah, I have Studio Beats because I was looking at them versus Apple because I've been a Bose user, and then my husband had a horrendous customer service experience with them. So we have not been as Bose happy. So I was comparing the Apple Pros with the Beats Pros, and the Apple's is their studio headset is
$400 or something. It's up there. It's way
stupid expensive. That's what I'm going to say. Stupid expensive. So I ended up going. I got a super super good deal on the Beats Pros, and I bought them.
You know, a dirty little secret.
Sure,
Apple owns Beats,
I know that already.
and they're trying to position themselves as the premium. It's I don't know for sure, but I feel like it's pretty much the same technology in
I
them.
don't know. I need to go listen to it. I'm not going to buy them. That's why I haven't gone to listen to them because they're just too much. Um, they're just too much.
Earth Station Boo. It's actually yes and no. I think it's the other way around now, but essentially Apple bought
Yeah, Apple
Beats
bought
and
Beats.
and all the things. So it's a lot of the same technology in both. I would have to. I'm an audiophile, and I could hear differences in things. I would have
Yeah,
to put the beats on, listen to a song or whatever,
yeah,
and
the
then take
same
them off
song.
and listen to the same thing with the Apple. And I just don't want to do all that. And to be honest, I don't want to spend $250 on headphones. I just jumped at the 50 bucks, done.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, at $50. I think I
yeah.
don't remember what I paid, but I don't mind paying for good headphones. But I need them to do what I need them to do. So I have. What are the ones that vibrate? That don't go in your ears or over your
Just the bone
ears?
conducting.
I have a pair
Yeah.
of those that are super, super good. Couldn't do this in them, of course. Um, and I do love my AirPods. Like, oh my God.
I agree. I loved my AirPods. Stopped taking a charge. And
Yep.
I don't really pay for the Apple Care. It depends on the product, whatever. For the most part, I just don't pay for it. I think on those, I probably had it, but the 2 years ran out. I was like, after 2 years, I'm not going to worry about
Right,
it.
right.
It lasted another 2 years after I stopped paying for Apple Care. And it just stopped taking a charge and it broke
And
my heart
it's only one. It's the right one, but it's the one I use
all the
every
time.
day.
Yeah.
So it was just hilarious. I have like 10 days left to renew. And so when it went bad last night, I went, $1.59, $1.49 a month. I will pay for Apple Care. We'll make appointment tomorrow to go get it replaced.
Yeah. And in reality, I mean, how many years have you had those?
Probably two. And I use
Yeah.
them all
They've
the
only been out
time.
2 or 3 years. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I had the Apple
Eh,
Pros, which I love because they fit my ear better. I hate the standard Apple earbuds because they come out of my ear. They don't fit right. My all the girls in my house love them. My wife loves them. My daughters love them. They fit their ears. Um, but yeah, it really was all the difference in the world. I bought a $30 pair of Soundcore
Yeah.
buds just to have something. and I hate it 'cause I'm constantly going, "Why won't it turn up?" 'Cause it's max volume, and I'm still having not a hard time hearing the TV, but it's almost like the TV is on low volume across the room. I'm like, "But you're in my ear," and the sound anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
and Bella Rose says my earbuds are the Samsung Galaxy Pro 2, and I sleep with them all the time. Um,
I've heard good stuff about those as well.
yeah. So my thing is I sleep with one in my right ear so I can hear my sleep story, but I can't have one in my left because I sleep on my side. Um, but I also use them for conference calls, for team meetings. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
I
they're
get
so
that a
good.
lot.
I
And because
will
the
tell
microphone is really primo in those things too.
the Bose, the ones that go in your ear. I don't know what we call them, but anyway, the inner ear ones,
Mhm.
theirs are great. And I would have bought a second set of those if we hadn't had issues with them. They lock in place and they are not going anywhere.
Nice. I have a small Bose Bluetooth speaker that I absolutely adore. I bought it way back after Tony and I did our first con as official partners, and we got it so we could play music at any con we wanted to. My kid was using it tonight on the projector outside with his
Oh
girlfriend,
yeah.
and it's just fantastic. Bose did some good work, but
Yeah.
I'm sad to hear that their customer service wasn't great.
It was so bad. And we
Uh,
have like the old fashioned, sold them to the old people where you could put your CDs in and it would play the radio.
mhm.
We have two of those because they also hook up to your Alexa. So
Okay.
we use that to get really good high quality sound with our Alexas. But yeah, sound matters so much. So I will give a hot tip for those of you who like portable sound that I just found out today because one of my students came in with a JBL speaker
Okay.
that he said, yeah, what I love about them is that he can have multiple of them that connect to the same device and they will all play together. So like he does D&D a lot and he's a dungeon master so he DMs and so what he'll use is these portable speakers and he'll connect one with Bluetooth and then you just hit a button and bring them all together and they will all connect.
I've heard that JBL was doing something like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. I need to learn more and kind of see what their prices are because we've had Bose portable speakers. We've got two of them that we love.
Hot tip is go to the clearance houses. Almost every major city has a couple, and by that, and look for like pallet clearance, package store, not package store, that's liquor. Um, I don't remember exactly how to look. I usually see an ad come up on Tik, not an ad, but somebody goes, "Oh, I found this thing on Tik," and they took a video on TikTok, blah blah blah. But it's the places that are box stores, as in usually it's set up where Thursday they're closed because that's when they get all their stuff in. Friday is like $10 any package that you find, typically. Uh Saturday is like 10 or $9. And as it goes towards Wednesday, as people have picked through, it gets down to like $2 for any package that you find. And then they refill and go again. And my favorite one, Aaron, I've not made our way down to it yet, but the favorite video I saw was one in Macon, not too far from me, and people line up, of course, but they do like klaxon alarms. Like you're in there and you're shopping, you're looking, and you can get vacuum cleaners, but these are just return boxes. Now it is as is, but you're talking about $10 a box,
Right.
pretty much, quite literally. I'm sure there can be some exceptions. That's why I say pretty much. But you go, oh, here's a Bose headset, throw it in my box. Here's a microphone, throw it in my cart for $10, and you get it home and it doesn't work. Oh well, it's $10, right? In this economy, it can be a lot. I get that, but gamble with what you can gamble with. This is gift gambling, if you will. But if it works, you
Right.
just got like I got my studio, not these, but the Bose for or not Bose. We keep saying Bose tonight. The Beats for $50, right? But they they will play a clack like meh, 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 lights go off, or your red lights are spinning, and you got to clear the aisle because they're bringing out more stuff, and they get lined up, and they throw it in the bins, and you can't move until the alarm stops, and then you go at it again. It just seems like so
Oh,
much fun. The videos I've seen, nobody's fighting,
that's
everybody's
good.
nice. It's just an adventure, and that's what I want to do. Yeah, gift
Yeah,
gambling,
gift
that's
gambling.
exactly what it is.
So
Uh,
Earth Station Boo, I would suggest the Beats, and I have a set of noise canceling Bose, which are great. But
it
definitely get one where you can adapt the noise canceling where it can be transparent, where you can hear everything around you, to screw all the sounds. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Um, depends on what you're doing with them,
Right.
right? So I don't use my Beats here because these are what's called studio headphones, which is like a studio monitor. Those are not like speakers. Like I have a speaker on my desk for when I'm watching anime or something while I'm working or listening to music. That's not the same as monitors. Monitors are giving you pure sound so that if you're mixing and editing, you hear it the way the ear is supposed to hear it. If you use the Bose or the Beats or the Apples or whatever, it is an entertainment level headphone. And you can set, you know, the EQ to rock or podcast or whatever, but it's made to give you more of a movie theater type experience. So it just depends on, and to be honest, if all I had was my studio Beats, I'd use those for
You'd be
podcasting.
fine.
I like mine wired for when I'm doing podcasting, and I like that I know that the way I hear Tyra's voice, the way I hear my voice is exactly the way it's going to be on the recording versus, you know, hearing Bose like, oh man, I'm really bassy. Let me turn everything down. Then you get in your car because the car has different speakers, and
Right.
oh, wouldn't that sound really tinny and crappy? Um, so it's depending on what you do, but yeah, microphones.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about this. Actually, and after microphones, I have my last. I need an idea.
Okay. Uh, I still stand on if you are starting out with a decent phone or laptop, or you already have AirPods or the Samsung, something that's higher, a little higher end. Make sure you do a test recording so you like how it sounds. But I have recorded with my AirPods before because,
Yeah.
like you said, Tyra, it comes across well
Yeah.
enough, right? But when you want to step up, here's a quick little another dirty secret with the brown little pill. Where Josh and I've recorded two now. Um, the last recording I did, I think the first one I did the same thing, but the last one I absolutely had in my little Soundcore AirPods, whatever, you know, the buds, the earbuds, which sound okay, but all I needed to do was hear his voice. I didn't need to hear anything special. And I used my wireless microphone that I have, the newer wireless mic, and just his laptop. And I love it because I sat out at my picnic table. I'm gonna the last one I actually did had the the Blue Yeti that I'm about to talk about, but
Oh
we're gonna be
yeah.
doing on location stuff. So you find a good mix of what works for you. So those newer microphones that we've talked about a lot, they're normally $130. Black Friday is gonna be like $80.
Yep.
Yeah, Prime Day is like $80. Cyber Monday. But absolutely, they're now owned by Logitech, but the
Yep.
Logitech Blue Yeti right now on Amazon. Oh, it didn't have a price. Why didn't it have a price on the front? Are they sold out? What's the deal?
There's
Oh, there
multiple.
it goes. It's all used. For some reason, they're only showing used on Amazon. You can find them new. The one
Oh
that
yeah.
I try to bring up, um, people are selling them used for $139. You can do better. You can
Oh
go to
yeah. You can
Logitech
do.
.com. Oh, there's okay. Hey, you can get the Pink Dawn
Ooh.
for $99.
Yes. I
So
just pulled it up. And what I love about a Yeti as a starter microphone is that you do get good quality, but you can, if you have, like, you're going to record with somebody in person, it's got a function to do that. If that's the only microphone you have, and it will come out just fine.
oh yeah, this is the microphone that I use consistently. So if you want to hear what they sound like, go look up one EMS on YouTube. Anywhere you see me at my brown elevated coffee table, like a Starbucks table with a green screen behind me, and I'm talking to somebody else, the Yeti is right there. One
Yep.
Yeti microphone on the table. It caught us beautifully, clearly, crisply, and it still caught conference noise and made it sound like we're bustling and busy without ever being distracting.
Yeah.
Um,
No, it's, I
and
really
that's
can't say how much I love them.
man, those newers. This one's is that the same one I have? I thought I had a 32X or something like that. But anyway, $80 right now. List price 131. You can get the newer microphones.
Yeah.
The wireless.
It's good.
They are very fantastic. Do not. Okay, let me step back before I really harsh somebody's yum. If a podcasting kit gets you everything you need to get started, do that.
Yes.
Otherwise, come back, email us. message us on social media. We'll help you build something out that you need.
Yeah.
But here's what I love about these Blue Yeti microphones, and there's that one's literally blue. That one's I have the silver ones. I really wish I had a black one. It's just I don't need one. I have two of the regulars. Black just looks cool.
I have a
Uh,
black one.
um, they will do headphone monitoring, so you'll hear your
Yes.
own voice while you're also hearing them, the other
Yeah.
person you're talking to.
And that
On
sounds really weird, but once you get used to it, like if I can't hear myself, I get pissy.
yeah, it gets a little weird.
I just like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, 100%. I think the Yeti, and you can always, there will always be a Black Friday sale for them. And
Mhm.
hands down, Best Buy for your money.
I still love the snowball. Look at it,
Oh, yeah.
$30. It is a
30,
great starting point. Love the snowball.
100%.
Perfect. And then you move up in the world. I'm pretty sure this is not the one you have. Um, the SM7, that's MV7. The SM7 is the one you see on all the social medias, all the YouTube videos where people are doing shows and they have this mic, any one of these that looks like this or looks
It's
like
a sure.
Tyra's right. Oh, I'm not even showing the screen. I'm on the Amazon page pointing to these things. I
He's
wasn't
just
even
talking
showing,
to himself. It's awesome.
you know, but like this is the ILPR 40. I bought it for myself once I actually made a profit with my business. The first year I made a profit, and it was an investment, right? Because I could write it off as a business, and it
Right.
was $400. That was 10 years ago, and I'm still using this. I've used the SM7, which is what Tyra has. We were at Pod Jam, and that's what they had brought. It
I
looks
love these
great.
things.
It sounds great. It's not any different. So I'm not
Yeah,
looking
no,
to change my microphone for another $300 or $400 microphone,
no.
but you build to that. However, if you have the money and you really love that creator, it's either one of these, the PR40 by IL HEIL IL PR40 or the Shure SM7B.
Are great.
They are fantastic. And the one that Tyra you have does actual monitoring of the voice and everything through the microphone, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And I just want to say when you buy a microphone, don't think that you need to get one of those stands that hook to your desk and then make your desk crack. Ooh, I can't do this because my microphone is attached to my computer. But I actually have a stand that sits on my desk. So it
Nice.
literally, it's got a weighted bottom so it doesn't tilt over. And that way I don't have to like, use the screw thing to do my desk because it actually tore up my desk.
That is a brilliant gift idea, is a stand. I have, and it's an actual branded aisle, mechanical arm that she's talking about. Now, I don't
Yep, I had
care
one
if
of
it goes
those.
to my desk typically, and here's what I've done. I've actually taken a koozie and put it in between the desk and the screw that goes up into it.
Did that too.
Yeah, and
Didn't
don't buy
work.
cheap desks from Walmart.
It wasn't. It was a Shure microphone.
No, desk. Your desk was part of the
No,
part.
my desk is from IKEA and it's pretty nice.
Oh, well, I don't know how it broke, but either way, I like her idea. I love because I would use that on my desktop over there. Is yeah, weighted base is important, but a stand. Hugh actually
Stan.
bought me this stand after I had the microphone. I had other stands. I was doing other things. This was my first. What is this called? An elbow suspension arm, maybe.
I don't
Uh,
know, but I loved mine.
yeah, I love it. But also the way I'm right now, it's kind of connected behind me, so I can't quite position it right where I want, but I make do. On a desk, it kind of got in the way of the monitor. Like I couldn't,
Yeah,
all
no,
kind of
that's
things.
so true.
But when it's free, like this one was,
Yeah, no,
I
do
love
that.
it. I love it to death. All right, what
Well, and
other? Mhm.
this with the portability of this one has saved me since I haven't been in my office
Yeah, you
because I
know,
would not hook that up. This is a very, very nice dining room table. I would not hook anything to it.
I
But this,
wonder.
hmm?
Yeah, sorry, I was wondering kind of out loud if well, what's funny is I'm using a Rode base, RODE, which is who makes the soundboard I use.
Right.
Rode makes their own podcasting products, which are very good. But
Yeah.
I'm using the Rode base with the Heil mic arm in it because the bases and arms are interchangeable. And I wonder if that's why mine stuff never tears up. Maybe it's because they made it different because it's a podcasting company that made it. I don't know.
I don't know. It was a Shure microphone stand. And I had done stuff or anyway, doesn't matter. I would still keep this one even if that did not tear up my desk because it's portable. I can move it, I can situate it really easy. I it doesn't have the ability to go up and down, like it goes straight out to me. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I would change. But I love this thing cuz I can throw if I have to, I can throw this thing in my car and take it with me.
Yeah. I cannot really do that easily with my
Yeah.
son.
Cuz then you never get it positioned right again.
Um,
Oh,
or Stacey
my
B said yeah, go ahead.
no, what did she say?
I
Oh, the
remember the
foam
phone.
mic that we tossed.
It's called
I like it.
Catchbox, and
Oh,
they donated those to us. I want to say they're like $100 or $200. So I only recommend those if you go live. You're doing live stuff like conferences or meetings constantly. It is a fun thing, but you also need a roof a little bit higher than 10 feet, 8 feet. That whatever we have in Galleria 6 is a little too low for that cat.
yeah.
People like to hit that ceiling a lot.
I was just looking at I was trying to figure out how much they are. It's catchbox.com if you ever want to go look. And they hide their pricing. Just
Mm,
saying that. I hate it when companies do that.
I do
I
too.
want to be able to just click and tell me what I'm going to pay, and they're not doing that, so I'm frustrated, so go away. There we go. So, my last question for the night for you, Charles.
Okay.
Okay, once we get shelf up and back in my office, I want to get some lights to go to do that kind of backlighting in that area. What should I get?
Let me see if I can find my lights I bought.
Just like to throw these questions out there. Is there anything out there for you guys listening in? Is there anything that you're looking for that you would like some tips on? Because Charles may have some.
So this is what I have sitting right next to me. Um,
Nice.
and actually, we talked to Dave. What is Dave's last name? David
Lot.
McDowell. Lot. Thank you, Dave Lot. Flicker Effect, and he had
Yes.
recommended this brand Govee, and his are a little bit different. He had the tube lights, but same company. I ended up not going with the tube lights because I wanted them to stay wired in all the time. Whereas the tube lights he had were a little bit better because you could magnetize them, and he had them shooting down at him and doing that purple hair thing that he
Oh
does
my gosh,
and
it's
all
so
that.
good.
But it's rechargeable, and I'm like, I forget to recharge things until they die, and I don't want them to go out on me during the show. So I bought these, which actually are only $40 right now,
That's
uh,
not bad.
down from 50. So yeah, still at full price, not bad. I bought two sets. So I have two on one side and two on the other, and you control them with your phone. And that brand, let's see if Amazon will stop it. If it'll show us also bought. Okay, here's some. These are a little bit different. These are light bars that are a little bit more all over the place. This is more of like what he did.
Right.
What's all over the place, like the light wraps around versus kind of being in a frame. Even though it's the same kind of shape, you can see their light rolls around, which gives you
Right.
more lighting surface, is really what that amounts to. Um, Govee is a good company that has, if you, okay, for you, Tyra,
Mm-hmm.
anybody else that's similar, I would recommend something like this for your shelf where you just put these strip lights up and leave it on your shelf, and those are not good examples there. That's a better example where so you see how the lights go around the corner of the room.
Yeah.
That's just strip lighting up around the edges and any of those lines. That's it. It's just strip lighting. I've used something similar on the back of my TVs in the past.
Yeah, we have some on ours.
Yeah. So something like that is nearly invisible, and it's really easy to put under a shelf and then make it look like this picture just about.
Gotcha. That would not be a bad idea. The worst thing for us is I do not have an outlet in that closet.
Um, okay, that's a great point. If you do some lights, throw in a gift card for extension cords or get a few. And I don't mean um I knock on Walmart a lot because I really don't like Walmart, but I don't mean like the Walmart two-pronged little thin things that you found at your grandma's house.
Right.
I mean, it's called in the industry, it's called Edison, like Thomas Edison. You want like a 25 gauge or 16 gauge, I'm sorry, 16 gauge, like 25-foot Edison cable, which if I
Okay.
could just grab one, I'd show you. It's under my couch right now. But it is what it sounds like, but it's a single one to one. think about when you're doing yard work with electrical things, those big orange cables that's supposed to get, but you seen them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the 50-foot little plug it in outside, plug in the electric weed eater or whatever, and extension cords and that kind of thing. It's that level, but just shorter.
Okay.
And I usually keep a lot of them around. 10-foot ones, 15-foot ones, 25-foot ones. We use them at Dragon Con all the time because 1-to-1 is always better. And yeah, running a cable, like again, I use it because the outlet's behind my couch. So I plugged
Right.
it in behind, put the couch in, then ran the cable out, then ended up putting in like a power amp underneath my couch and run some of the stuff off of this. But that's neither here nor there. That's another conversation to have. Oh, my light, you can't see it, but there's a light that puts white right here on the wall. You can see it on my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I have that cable I was talking about. It's running from the wall over there to the corner, and then the light's just plugged into that. So it's a really good extension. It's the same size as any other cable. So you could get cable managers, those things you put on walls, or you could tack it in with different things and keep it out of sight and not. Biggest key, no tension. You don't want tension on your
Right.
power at all.
Right. Totally agree with that. And I'm gonna
Okay.
share with you. I've talked about it, but I don't know if I've ever shared a link. This is the light that I use as a ring light.
Yeah.
Um, and this thing is super cool. I love it so much. I miss it. It's up in my office, but you can use it as just a regular light. It has changing then, but you can also turn it into a ring light. You can focus the light differently. For me, it's been really wonderful. You can change the coolness and brightness of the light.
I like
It,
the height of it. You can do different things with that.
yeah, and it's a good solid metal base. So no chances of it tipping over, even with a cat, is what I'm going to say. So that would be my light suggestion. Mine doesn't change like to blue and pink and things like that. It just does the 4 color temperatures.
Yeah. Which honestly is kind of really what you want.
Yeah, I needed
Not that
that
it
for just like the general room light.
Yeah, and the temperatures is what matters. When I do the Sunday gig, we use studio lighting, like you'd imagine a theater lighting. You see the big
Right.
cans over there, they're already there, so we just use those. And I can adjust on the camera what's called a white balance, and I can do the same thing, 3K, 4K, 5K, and it changes how the camera perceives light. Which,
Yes.
funny enough, the way the lights are set, when I do 3K on the camera, it makes it look like 5K in this picture. It gives it that
Nice.
cooler light. It's weird that way. And lighting is magic. It really is. And I have a white light over here.
It's true.
But I did research like, okay, I've got a yellow wall. How do I offset myself from bright yellow? And I was told basically use a pink. That's why this light is pink. I have two pinks
Gotcha.
on this side. And then I have a white light over here, but I got what's called a gel. Let me see if I can look that up real
Yeah,
quick.
gels will let you change the color of the light. Like I have a newer that I could do that with. Um,
Yeah, this pack, $13. I bought this pack. I have most of them in my drawer. One green one's in my window just for fun, but I have a pink gel just wedged into the light. Your light doesn't have to do it. You can find what tape. Tape works great. You can just tape it up, and
just
then
make sure you're not using anything that could catch fire.
that's true. You need special, maybe not special tape, but tape that's yeah. Well, it depends on your light. Like these are LEDs. So
Oh,
LEDs
then you
don't
should
put
be
out heat.
fine. Yeah, you should
So
be
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah. Make sure, yeah. Regular light bulb, like that one up there is actually that's also an LED. But I have used regular lights before, and you do have to keep the gel and tape and stuff away from the regular light. That's why you'll
So
see on canisters. I should have brought it down tonight thinking about this, but I actually have honest to God Warner Brothers studio light from their movie
nice.
studios hanging in my studio. And if you ever look at one, the light bulb is at the back of it, and there's a big can because of the heat. And at the front of
Yeah,
that can you put on gels, and they have a frame for it and everything that keeps it from melting. Because if it gets too close, those things will definitely melt your
they'll
face.
melt and bad things happen.
Yeah.
So, Charles, it's 10 o'clock and we got to wrap this up.
Well, blame your cat for trying to kill everybody. Uh,
Well, yeah,
I want to
but
give one last shout out. So Native
yes,
Instruments. I was not really aware that I was aware of them until I went looking for basically I went looking for some software that would manage all of my samples in one place. So I didn't have to go and listen every single time. And I didn't realize the tools I use would already do that. And it's like, yeah, try Uh, their thing is K's. I'm not entirely sure why. I think they started in the '90s and just never let it go. But they have complete, and it's Komplet. They have the contact, which is Kontak. I think is how they spell it. Starter. You're a musician in your life. Um, I have no other keyboards. I don't have any drum pads. I had some of those pulled up to talk about tonight. We're not going to talk about those, but I was able to get for free the Native Instruments I think it's complete starter. And it
Nice.
is so many good tools and different things to do samples and sounds. You get three different plugins that will change sounds and do different things for you. I have a whole slew of guitar amps that I can run music through, virtual guitar amps, and it's very graphical. It's very cool. And these softwares, if somebody is already mixing music, get them a gift card because
Yep.
some of the plugins can get up to $300-400. I mean, some of this stuff can get really expensive, but some of them are like $20, $30, $50. And I'm telling you, I bought when they go on sale and it's like, hey, buy a $50 one, get two free. I will do that just to see what I can get out of it because
Right.
it's just cool. Waves is another one, Waves, Waves. But that Native Instruments, man, it is solid. And that's where I'm doing a lot of my work now. So I definitely wanted to point people in that direction. And they have keyboard, they have MIDI controllers, they have all kind of instruments and stuff that work with computers, and it's beautiful. So I hope we overloaded you all with good ideas. Uh, you know, look, go to it's public. If you go look up Rock Out of Podcasting on Amazon, actually, I'm gonna do it right now to make sure I'm not lying to you. Just in the search, and this is not just to plug my list. Got a podcasting. If I could spell my name, that'd be freaking awesome. Okay, auto corrected. Why can I not see? I know it's a public list. Tyra, start wrapping out. I'll find what my list is called. The
He's
reason I'm
gonna find one.
suggesting it is because I have a lot of these tools on my list. Because I kind of use it as a, well, maybe my wife or somebody will grab it for me.
That makes sense. So I just want to remind everybody about Throne for creators who can offer their fans a way to send them stuff without having to share their public information. And there's also the wish list, the giftful that Kaz shared with us. But if you're wanting to know where you can find me, as always, and as I believe, tyraburton.com, because you can always, I own it. I'm always going to be there. So find me at tyraburton.com. I have a link tree. You can find it on Instagram, but you know what? You can find both links to that on tyraburton.com. What about you, Charles?
You know where I'm at. I just want to do a quick run through. Look, I got some D&D dice. I have some coffee stuff. But I wanted to show you both, all not both. I'm thinking of you and our listeners as two different people. The way have multiple people listening. Where's okay,
Oh,
geek
this is
stuff right
like
here. Little controller holders for the geek in your life. I got Deadpool who'll hold a controller,
cute.
Claptrap, Halo, um, the Psycho from Borderlands. So there's always fun little things out there that you can do for people. There's my headphones, $55. Um, yeah, there's some more lights. So definitely go look. There's so many ideas out there. And actually, you can, I didn't think about this. You can find my Amazon wish list on Linktree slash
Really?
RGOP42 because I absolutely made sure that, oh, I didn't do that. I didn't do
Really?
that. I didn't do that. I didn't take you
Mm.
off. I don't know what. Okay, Cos must be taking you off. I don't know what's going on. So I am gonna try to wrap the show out and not know why Tyra keeps
Yeah.
disappearing.
th-
But
Hmm.
you can find us on Linktree slash Be Awesome Together. I didn't do it again. I don't know what's going on here. It is throwing Tyra off. So you know what? I'm just gonna say, look, it's been a great night. We surf the chaos and we enjoy the ride. Get out there, do some surfing, and hopefully find the right present for the creator in your life.
Yes. And maybe I'll stay around or not. Can we have music?